Like?
Well, you could check around the country and check all the hospitals and see if any of them have had corpses recently, like ours, you know, all with a big loss of blood. You could check all the insane asylums across the country, the bug houses, see if they released recently a nut who thinks he's Count Dracula, even if he's done nothing to prove it.
Do you believe in vampires, little boy?
Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. It's very funny, Bertie. Ha-ha. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit like a cheap gonop guzzling my beer?
I'll think about it, okay? Meanwhile, I hope it doesn't disillusion you to know that the local law enforcement people go along with your views.
Oh?
Somewhat. At this moment, they're waiting for a special report from the coroner and 2 pathology experts who were flown up from LAP.
Oh, yeah?
Along with a small truckload of equipment.
Hey. Oh, hi, Marilyn. How are you?
Hey, I like your luncheon place.
Yeah.
Well, say, if you want to hear the special report, meet me at the sheriff's office. Starts at 6:30.
Hey, thanks.
Don't thank me, just be there.
Where you go? Oh. Go, Jack.
Hi, Carl. I just thought you'd like to know I heard the Parkway Hospital was knocked over.
Yeah, knocked over for what? Cash, drugs, equipment, what? Blood?
That's right. Every container in the place. Their entire stock.
What about blood type?
Seems blood type and RH factor didn't much matter.
John?
Can't stop now. See you.
Yeah, but... 6:30 p.m., Clark County Courthouse. Present, in addition to myself and 2 incompetents who called themselves reporters, were Warren Butcher of the Sheriff's Office, Thomas Payne of the District Attorney's Office, Captain Edward Masterson of the Las Vegas Police Department, and old buddy Bernie Jenks. Holding forth with his inimitable cool, Dr. Robert McCurgy, boy coroner.
We found that death in each case was extremely swift, coming in something less than a minute. After the initial wounds were inflicted, the blood was drained very quickly, some kind of suction device being used. Now, this would explain why no blood was found anywhere in the victims or in the areas they were discovered.
Doctor, Cold Shack Daily News, do you have any idea what could have made these wounds?
They're not unlike the bite of a medium-sized dog.
What do you mean, dog?
What? Dog. What are you telling us? A dog did these murders?
I didn't mean to indicate that the wounds were actually inflicted by a dog, only that they're similar to those which might be caused by a dog. A rather interesting point is that we found another substance mixed in with the traces of blood in the throat wounds, namely saliva.
What do you mean, saliva?
I mean saliva, Sheriff Butcher. Human saliva.
If McCurgy had suggested that the murders were committed by a giant butterfly, he couldn't have made more sparks.
Now, what do you mean human? Are you suggesting that each of these women was bitten in the throat by a man?
At present, the evidence points that way. However, I couldn't and wouldn't hazard a guess as to motivation. I can only be sure they each died from shock, induced by massive loss of blood.
Dr. McCurgy, is it possible that he killed these women by biting them in the throat for the express purpose of drinking their blood?
Kolchak, now you're here by the mutual suffrage of us all.
Sufferance.
What?
It's sufferance, Sheriff.
Well, whatever it is, just shut up.
I'll answer that. There have been cases of people who, through some mental derangement, have come to believe they were vampires. In Germany in the 1920s, there was one fellow who did use his teeth to rip out his victims'
Now,
throats.
we are not going to jump to any conclusions about who or what killed these women.
It is possible, you know, to type a person's blood from his saliva. If I were you, gentlemen, I'd look for a very anemic fellow, possibly with some rare blood disease.
Well, I don't care what kind of a nut killed these women. But I'll tell you this, he's out there, and I bet he's high on pot or the hard stuff, and he's going to kill again unless he's stopped. Masterson, what have your people got on this Parkway blood theft?
Well, the latest is the nurse said she saw something funny out there last night, or early this morning. Seems that a tall, skinny guy dressed as an orderly was nosing around the refrigerated storage area, trying to keep the blood and the plasma. She didn't think much of it then, but later when she spoke about the guy to the floor super, she was told that there was no such tall, skinny guy on duty there. Description as follows. White male adult. 6'2" to 6'4", thin. About 175 pounds with pale complexion. Dark hair.
So we start looking for a man, local resident, or worse yet, some outsider who may not even still be in the area. We'll check the airport, the bus terminal, railroad station, blockade the highways, and if we're lucky, we'll get him. If he's stupid enough to still be hanging around after 3 crimes. Now, you got any other suggestions?
Just do it. All right, let's break this up. Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Doctor.
Mr. Payne, I shouldn't be too inclined to reject Mr. Kolchak's theory out of hand if I were you. It is at best highly speculative, but not altogether unwarranted.
Kolchak. You can throw away that cassette. Now, this vampire stuff is to stay right in this room. Until we have the assailant in custody, we say nothing about these women being drained of blood. There'll be no rumors, no reports in the paper. The official opinion at this time is that the cause of death is undetermined. We don't want to cause a panic. It's bad for police operations. It's bad for the people. And it's bad for business. Thank you for your cooperation. Well, Kolchak, I want to have a talk with you.
Now, boys, there's no reason to bother the doctor anymore. I have a prepared statement in my office. You can go back to the lab.
Kolchak, you're becoming a real pest. I'll have to have a word or two with Vincenzo about you. You know, maybe one of the other boys at the office should handle this from here on. Keep your nose clean, son. Stay out of other people's business. It's healthier that way.
Carl, will you watch what you're saying? You know these guys. You could find yourself out of a job in 86 all over town.
That go for you too, Jenks?
Oh, boy, who can talk to you when you get like this? Now, listen, I'll nose around unofficially for you on anything you bring me, just between the two of us. But do me a favor and stay away from me for a few days, just for friendship's sake.
Did I say it was a vampire?
Well, what does your suggested headline say?
The story makes it clear.
Vampire killer in Las Vegas, question mark. Do I misread?
The story makes it clear.
Do I misread, or did you use the word vampire?
Some screwball who imagines he's a vampire is loose in Las Vegas, and people ought to be told.
If there's a screwball running around loose in Las Vegas, his last name begins with a K. You already heard about the little scene you have with the boys downtown. No vampire stories. Clear?
How about a special featurette with a border of roses? An interview with the 2 girl victims in heaven with a celestial choir in the background. Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I fell asleep.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
You know, you do great things for my masculine ego, you know? Well, actually, I was saying that I think that Vincenzo has a new sense of a tree stump. It's got to be one man. It's got to be. Big, strong, psychotic.
Well, you're certainly making me very glad that I work nights.
Oh, well, I told you to quit working nights, didn't I? Kolchak. I am forever in your debt, love.